Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. It's your girl Easy Beloved. We're just going audio only tonight, and my headset is broken, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Sorry if you can hear me checking my coffee. It's a bad habit of mine. Back away a little bit. All right. And as always, if you feel like supporting the channel, we definitely appreciate it. If you need to contact me and the channel, feel free. There's the contact information at the bottom. And let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Hello, Hoot. Hello, Cindy. And everyone that'll be joining. So I'm going to be just going over Teen Mom 2. Or I'm sorry. Rewind. I'm going to go over Teen Mom OG. I have been having a bit of an insomnia issue lately. So I'm exhausted. It's finally kicking my ass. And I'm kind of saying things that don't make sense. I asked my husband for cigarettes and a lighter 3 times, and I was trying to get the keys. So I'm going to try to adhere to my notes as much as possible so that I'm not all over the place. Give you guys as much of a recap as I can. This episode and this season is getting kind of boring, not going to lie. Now that Amber Porwood is no longer up in the air about becoming a sister wife. So, and thank you. Hit that like button if you want to support the channel. You can always join our memberships. It's underneath at the bottom unless you have an iPhone that you need to use your browser to see it. But it's only $1.99 to join the memberships. And there are 3 tiers. And the first one starts at $1.99. So it's a very cheap monthly rate to support the channel. And very soon I will be giving monthly or weekly members only content. And I will be doing a membership video very shortly to kind of, once I work out like everything I want to provide for you guys, what I could actually like make, I don't want to promise you guys things that I can't do. So this season, we are on episode 5 of season 9, and we are starting off with Miss Catelynn. She is thinking, so her and Tyler, let's just get to my notes. Like I said, I'm going to kind of all over the place if I don't go by my notes. So Kate and Tyler are trying for another baby. She feels pregnant. Her boobs hurt. She goes to a psychic, and it seems like a sham psychic because she just basically, as you can see here, tells Catelynn, I think that you're pregnant and that it's going to be a boy. Anyone would know that Kate and Tyler are probably looking to have another child and or that they would love to have a boy. So I just think it's kind of, everything you hear from psychics, take with a grain of salt. There's really good ones. There's ones that kind of just play on your emotions. I don't know where this falls, but we will find out if this psychic was on the money or not. My money is that she was not. Macy is dealing with Bentley and the whole Jagger birthday party Ryan scenario. He doesn't want to see his dad. He doesn't want to go to his brother. He does want to go to his brother's birthday party, but he doesn't want to go to the one at his dad's house, which he ends up calling his Mimi and telling her that exact thing, which is at first questioned by the grandma, but then he explains it and she quickly understands. Amber and Gary have finished looking at modular homes and have decided against it, as you know, but we're seeing footage from that same day. Amber has decided, again, not to move on to Gary's land, but she's decided to go into business with him, or she suggests going into business with him and Christina and selling their farm-grown fruits and veggies, as well as pies that Gary makes, which are probably bomb. Next, we have Cheyenne. And here's Mr. Gary, who, talking about how all of these things are going to be, there's laws. You can't just go and sell fruit willy-nilly. Cheyenne is considering moving. She's thinking that she wants to move to the valley. She's sitting here talking to her sister about it. And let's see here. She currently lives, I think she lives with her sister or she lives right next to her sister. I don't know what the exact living situation is. But her sister asks if she's considering buying a house with Zach since she's mentioning wanting to get a house. To which she's not sure, she being Cheyenne. And Cheyenne mentions that prior to this go around with Zach, they've lived together in the past, which made me realize, like, what the fuck? I really do not remember this dude, like, at all. I don't know. Was he on the show, guys? Let me check in with you. Gary can hit it without her having to be next door. You're hilarious. Okay, in my opinion, who the hell buys 6 pregnancy tests, right? Like dipstick ones, like get a couple more like digital ones. I don't know. I think like go to the dollar store. Anyways, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Hey, Kristen K, what is up? This is a whole thing. We will get there. We're fast forwarding to Mackenzie. Her father is out of surgery and recovering. She's making the big plan to move to Florida, wants to make sure her father is good before going. Josh comes back into the picture 2 days before she's planning on leaving, saying that he wants to come back or come with them. And she thinks that she's just going to go on her own. That's kind of a bit of a spoiler because if you follow the tabloid and you follow them on Instagram or anything like that, you know that her and Josh are back together. So obviously this didn't last long, but we can pretend like we don't remember that or we can pretend like we don't know that. Catelynn and Tyler. Catelynn still feeling pregnant. She goes to get one of her tattoos filled in and touched up on, and she's saying she thinks she wants to get a pregnancy test. So as Hoot pointed out, she gets like 13 of them. And we will get into detail. Basically, they just are starting to go into too much detail, in my opinion, about doing the deed raw dog and not really avoiding getting pregnant. While not really trying at the same time, as we know, Catelynn psychic said that she's probably going to have a boy and is pregnant. And then she gets this tattoo, and the storyline is just baby, 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 which I feel like, I mean, we know that she's pregnant now, but we'll see where this episode goes. Now to Macy and Bentley and Mr. Anyways, Mr. Ryan, who looks completely obliterated right here. And, you can't always just, pictures don't always tell everything. Could be about a photo shot. Maybe that vape has a little CBD in it. I don't know. And I'm not here to point fingers. I don't like the people that do. My dad was an addict. So, as a child with an addict father, I can really feel for Bentley and understand that turmoil in that relationship and that lack of relationship he might feel he has. But anyways, basically, like I said, that Bentley calls Jen his Mimi, and the conversation goes smooth enough. But one thing I like to point out is that she does, when he tells her he doesn't want to go to Ryan's house, she questions why. And it's like, come on, Mimi, like, you know why. Like, we've made it very clear throughout this season and just these couple days of filming why. Like, this is not a new subject, okay? And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, it's just like this Ryan thing is getting a little played out. It's like, obviously the guy's a douche. I mean, he likes his little dog's cute. But I don't know. Like, can you really, like, keep pushing this much more? In my opinion. Hey, girl. Hey, Tara. What's up? Is something wrong with the sound? Are you guys not able to hear me? I'm going to give it a minute. Let me turn. Does that help? Oh, I can see here. Maybe that'll help if I get a little closer. Hey, girl, hey. I don't know what's going on with the sound. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can't hear. Put a 2 if you can. And then we'll get back into it. I think Ryan still has addiction problems. In my opinion, I agree to it. Okay, cool. Maybe it was your iPhone. If you have the iPhone, like it gives you a weird feedback. You have to upgrade or update. Anyways, back to Ryan. Yes, Ryan seems like he's just going through it. He talks ill about Macy, and we will get there. Cheyenne is still considering moving to the valley, and I'm assuming that she is pregnant already because she keeps bringing up moving, and everyone's just kind of gung-ho about Zach coming along with her, which, like, an episode ago, everyone was like, what are you doing with Zach? So I'm kind of just like, why is everyone asking her if she's gonna, like, go live with Zach? It's like, from what it sounds like, it's not that great of a situation in the past, so maybe take it slower. Maybe this is slow. I don't really know the time pace of this filming, but her dad seems to be totally okay with it, and he is a piece of cake. He is yummy. Oh my God. She has 2 dads, if you don't know that. But yeah, it seems like her family is just like, yeah, it's time for her to get her own place, and that's why I just feel like pregnancy announcement isn't coming, and even kind of Cory calls her out on that. I mean, yeah, so back to Bentley and Macy. We've got Ryan and the birthday debacle, and we're now at a point where we're talking with Ryan. We're seeing Ryan, and I wonder if this exposure this season that Bentley is going to look back on and not be too happy about, you know, like, this is stuff, like I said, I dealt with as a child, and if I had this stuff televised and I looked back at it now, I would be completely, like, humiliated. It's not things that you want to think of. He's really mature enough for his age where he recognizes he needs therapy, and I commend him for that, but it just really makes me wonder, you know, like, what is the detriment of this, seeing himself on this later in life going to be? Because it's just really focused on him, and I think the storyline is getting a little too focused on him. You know, I'm here to give you guys kind of a rundown and a recap, and I'm not trying to talk about this kid like a million times every episode, but it's really all it's focused on. I mean, like, he gets the majority of the scenes. It's almost like he should be on the poster, not Macy. Like, it's just Bentley, which I think it's good to show the mental health aspect of that, but not for a child. Like, I feel like it was good to touch on it, and I think now it's better to focus on something else. Like, I don't know. Anyways, Ryan, Bentley's father, hasn't seen him in over a month. He brings Macy's bullshit up, and basically his wife, who doesn't have a lot to say, calls Macy a petty bitch, basically because she thinks that she's messing with her kids' heads, being that they thought that they were gonna, like, they knew that Bentley wasn't going to want to come to their house. So they admitted, we saw in the episode that these people sat down with Jen and Larry and decided they were going to do the party at their house, at Jen and Larry's house, right? So they switched it up. So they're the only ones screwing with anyone's heads. And in the end, Bentley's still going to come to the party. He's just going to go to the one at Jen and Larry's house, not the one at their house. Like, drama much? And Ryan calls Macy a spiteful, evil bee. And it's just a lot because it's like, really, bro? Like, you are so lucky she's raised your child so well. So Shay and her sister take the kids to look for houses, yada, 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 yada. Boring. Zach has to work, so he's not there. It's some pretty old, big old houses, but they decide against it because it has, like, marble floors. I don't know. Cory calls from the challenge, and he says that he basically calls her out, that she's going to be announcing that she's going to be pregnant soon, which is just like, LOL. I think we all knew that Cory was going to be the one to spill the beans, and he was. He's the one that accidentally leaked it. If you don't remember, you can go back to my channel. I'll actually link it in the comment section after this because I don't have the link on me, but I put it out there when Cory kind of leaked it on his IG live, so you can check out that video. But yeah, freaking big mouth Cory. I don't really know what else to say about the whole thing there. Amber's doing the fruit thing with Gary. They're selling their produce, and it is a total weird, picturesque kind of like pseudo sister wife family thing still going on. Not to show shade or anything, and I think it's cute. It's great, yeah. But it's almost like she's anti Amber, not mommy Amber. I don't. It's just weird. And oh my god, look at Leah with her little Gap sweatshirt. She is adorable and getting so grown up, and I love that hair. I just love it. I did not get enough coffee. Anyways, Amber's mom coming by seems like such an implant. It's not even funny. Like, she does not seem genuine about wanting to go to Gary's and buy vegetables at all. You can like see it. Like, her mom, like, all the meanness that Amber gets or has, like, I don't know this for a fact, but I assume it comes from that lady because she just rubs me the wrong way. And like, you know, I love my mom. We've talked about how much I love my mom, but we also know that I kind of like batted, you know, like bucked horns with my mom a lot too. And it just reminds me of kind of the same situation. So it's like, you know, she really doesn't want to go to Gary's to buy vegetables. You know what I mean? It just seems a little awkward. And like I said, she's just kind of like planted there. They just gonna have like two people come and buy veg, and they're like, throw Amber's mom in, throw her in. And she's like, I don't want to go buy some no fucking cucumbers from Gary. Those vegetables look good though. I will admit that. And I am like, okay, first of all, they have like total like industrial pie cases, pie things there. And I'm like, okay, so did Gary just like go buy those pies legit and have too many? He's just trying to get rid of some excess pies, like, or did he really make them? And if he made them, like, I want one. The guy looks like he knows how to make a pie. Okay, not even screwing around. And back to my mom. My mom made a killer fucking pie. Like, damn it. Like, she just went by like the Betty Crocker cookbook, so I know that I could like go by that and make something similar. But I was just not a baker, and that's what my mom should have been. She really should have been a baker. Anyways, I digress. I'm going off on a tangent because of these pies. It's making me think of my mom's pies, and I'm just like, oh my god, I want pie. And I don't even like pie. I'm not a big pie person, but I might have to go get me a slice tonight. Me and the husband. I'll share a picture on my IG if I get pie. We have something up here called Marionberry pie, and it's amazing. And I am totally getting off on a tangent, so I apologize. And thank you guys. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, everyone who's chatting along and watching Tara, everyone. It's small crowd, but that's okay. I'm like totally down for that. Like, it's late nights, we're an hour. You know, Emily Baker is live, so all that good stuff. So back to Amber and their whole thing. I don't really know what else to say. They're selling the fruits. I just think it would look a lot cuter and they might have more success if they like the parents were all standing behind the kids all weird. Like, no offense, I'm not saying they're being weird or anything, but like maybe if they went and like sat on some lawn chairs, had some like spiked lemonade like parents do, and like let the kids kind of like Leah and the little one run the sales of it, that'd be probably garner more customers. Just my opinion. Not saying they should break child labor laws. Just saying. Over in Michigan, Kate, again, as who would say, bought like 35 pregnancy tests after putting on a mask and chanting, "You are a happy pregnant woman. You are a happy pregnant woman. You're a happy pregnant woman." Like, what the fuck? Mulberries are amazing. It's called Marionberry, but mulberries are also really good. I wonder if Gary is holding Amber's hand in that pic. Oh my god, you're so bad. Now I'm gonna like go back and look. Like, it kind of looks like you're crazy. Like, right? Like, you can just like cut Christina and the other little one out, or you just cut Christina out. Like, let's we could bet money on that. Like, that's eventually gonna happen. Like, I like Christina. Don't really like Christina actually. I don't know what I feel about her. I feel like she's just kind of also an implant. Like, she really implanted herself into the show, and a lot of people really like her. But it's like, dude, she had a kid. She like totally like disappeared, and now she's just on the show. Like, no one questions that. It's weird. It's just weird. And yeah, you can tell like Leah is hella uncomfortable. Anyways, back to Catelynn and her 45 pregnancy tests. I'm kidding. It was like something like 39, right? Anyways, she decides to put a giant container of pee on the freaking counter in the kitchen, and I can't even like, and it's like, girl, like I know you're being like you're having tax problems and all, but like you can get water. Water is free. Drink some water. Yuck. And why on the counter? Like you couldn't leave that in the bathroom and then do it in the bathroom. I anyone knows what the hell is going on here? It's just a lot. They all come back negative. She then goes on to Google because she thinks she's getting false positive or light positive. She thinks she's getting slight positives. Like, no, bro. Those are not positive. Those are clearly negative. Let me see if I can find the test. I had a picture of it somewhere. Why is it not on here? Well, I know I have a picture of Tyler looking at it, and he's like, I don't see any line. And she's like, it's a faint positive. And he's like, was I touching his mouth with the same finger that he just like touched that with? It's like, Corona is mighty, dude. I don't know. It's a miracle that she was able. Someone's cousin told me that Christina is the sweetest woman ever. Oh, I'm sure she's sweet as pie, but like, does anyone ever question like where her child is that she like gave to her husband? And I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, they don't mention it. I know they're not supposed to, but it's like no one ever asks. No one ever. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted by your comment, Hoop 3. I'm like, wait, you need to DM me. All right, so we're heading towards the end of this, and 49 pregnancy tests later, we are back to Cheyenne and Zach, who sit down and talk about the house. Zach is like, for once, he's like, this is moving a little too fast for me. Maybe we should kind of put a little like chill out on that. And so they decide to kind of like, where is it? They decide that they're going to put the house talk on the table, and they're just like going to focus on maybe living together first at where Cheyenne's currently living and see how that goes. And maybe in 6 months or so, like you see here in the captions, they will retouch on the subject of getting their own house, as we know. And then he brings up a ring. She brings up that a ring gets brought up. We know that they're engaged. We know that she's about to pop. And she's pregnant and about to pop. So yeah, like congratulations to them. They obviously get there. Again, this is like early back last year when COVID kind of started. Or mid last year. So yeah, congratulations to them. I'm glad they got to the place where they are, but it's good to kind of see them kind of work their way there. But it's good that they worked it out because like we said, I don't remember him being on the show in the past, but I guess they lived together at some point and it didn't work out. I don't know. Back to Macy, and Bentley comes back from the party. He said that Ryan showed up 30 minutes late. He was upstairs in his room. He completely avoided Bentley. You can see it on his face that he's either been crying or I just feel for this kid. I don't even want to put him on the screen too long because poor little boy. Macy is smiling while saying that she can tell that Bentley's mad. And this scene really pissed me off for Bentley. It's really, really starting to piss me off for him. His pain is not, his trauma is not tea. Okay, his trauma is not television. This is a 10-year-old child who is highly mature for his age. He's very well aware of his emotional feelings, which most adult men aren't even. This young child is able to gather that and gather how hurt he is and how absent his father is. And it's affecting him. And you can see it on his face. And then his mother cracking a smile at any of this just confuses me. Maybe you can better explain it to me. I don't know. But, Bentley, then she says, he maturely answers his smiling mother about if he was mad or not and says, the party was about Jack, right? What a mature little boy. It just makes me want to cry for him, and it makes me want to hug him and like send him all of the gift cards that he could use for all the video games he could ever want to play, because that kid needs to play some video games rather than play sports, because he just needs a moment to just let his mind go numb. You know what I mean? He's an athlete, as we all know, and I just think that he works himself way too hard. So that's my opinion, you know? And I'm sorry, but like, you can't excuse Ryan's absentee, because a lot of people excuse Ryan's absentee and his absentness on his addiction. My dad was addicted to crystal meth for 10 years, if not more, of my childhood, okay? My dad was the most active parent in my family. My mom was very active too, but my dad was like daddy, mother, like father, mother. You know what I mean? Like he did so many other things. And that a dad doesn't normally do while being addicted to crystal meth. So there is no excuse about addiction here. This is Ryan's personality that he needs to work out. This has nothing to do with addiction. His addiction issues are in themselves their own issues. And that, like, I don't think that you should be equated. I think Bentley needs to be aware that his dad is who he is, regardless if he was on drugs or not. And that's basically due to his parents. I'm just going to say it right outright. That's my opinion. Jen and Larry are the cause of, hey, Monica, what's up? Don't worry about it. You can always rewind back if you feel like it. But we are on towards the end here. We are finishing up. So guess what? After 59 pregnancy tests, Catelynn gets her period. It's like, I'm sure that those pregnancy tests, people are certainly happy about her jumping the gun on that one. But I get it. This would be a rainbow baby for her. They had a miscarriage prior to this pregnancy. So it makes you kind of jump at the idea of being pregnant. So I have joked a lot about it, but no shade towards Catelynn. I understand her wanting to be pregnant, and as we all know, she did get pregnant. She is pregnant with her rainbow baby, so congratulations to her and Tyler. Not so much to Tyler, because as we know, it is going to be another girl, and I don't know if they're going to keep trying for that boy. Maybe adoption, because there's a lot of babies out there that need to be adopted. I just saw a mom who adopted a Down syndrome little girl, infant, and I was like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. Like, I really want to. So, as we all know, pregnancy has been hard for me, but I do want a daughter. So, yeah, maybe in the next 5 years, that can be my goal. And yeah, I'm gonna start looking into how I go about doing something like that. But yeah, and back to, so what do you guys think about Gary and Christina's family business run with Amber and their poor Turpin, or whatever those children, their kids are adorable. The little one, she is so cute. She is just adorable. Leah, like I said, she's so freaking over it. It's not even funny. What do you think about Mr. Ryan and his horrible parents and his horrible parenting? And one thing I did leave out, one scene I left out, is that, like I said, as we know, Mackenzie and Josh ended up back together, but she does call him. She pulls over and calls him in one scene. He calls her a bitch. She tells him he's a horrible human being. He's a horrible husband, a horrible father, or a horrible father. Husband. I don't think she says father. But they're back together. So what do you think about all of that drama? Sometimes these episodes are good and great when the seasons start, but then you kind of know everything that happens. So it's really not that entertaining. At least for me, it's not seeming to be that entertaining. My daughter was heroin baby when I got her at 3 months old. So sad. Oh my God. And I'm so see, there you go, Luke 3. I so want to adopt. And I really would love to adopt a baby with Down syndrome. Little girl. Oh my God. Movie I meant. Wait, what did you say, Tara? Sorry. Have you ever seen the movie Instant Family? If you've not, you will love it. It makes you want to adopt, foster. Ooh, I'm going to watch that. Yeah, you're looking into it? There's so many babies out there, especially, it's just, yeah. Everyone always asks, do I want a third? And I'm like, I don't want a third pregnancy, but I do want a third baby. Or a third child. Doesn't necessarily have to be a baby. So one thing I was going to share at the end of this was some of the recent articles on the Ashley. So I'm actually just going to share my screen because that's the easiest way to see my screen for a minute. Okay. So we're going to click over to the story first. So it looks like the ratings, this is as of 7 days ago, so a week ago, the Ashley's Reality Roundup stated that the ratings are at a record low for this new season. She gives a look at the numbers so far. Season 9 got off to a somewhat decent start. They were at 600,000 views. It quickly has fallen to 500,000 and marked the first time the show's ratings have ever fallen so low. The season premiere on January 26th brought a respectable 687,000 viewers. February 2nd's episode brought 656,000 viewers. And like I said, it's just kind of really like dropped off quickly. It's just not getting the season had a little bit of promise, and now it's kind of getting boring. So the third episode dropped drastically, almost 100,000 views. Same for this week's episode. So they aren't as bad as, say, Teen Mom Young and Pregnant, which usually brings ratings to mid and low 400,000s. They are a huge plummet to where the show once was. So that is one story. We also have, I don't know, a lot of this is a news pile. So Patricia gets her learn on. So what is Christina up to? Since we were just talking about her, all of Christina, proud of my wife, starting her schooling, pursuing her medical career, her passion. Shh. Aw, so good for her. Be quiet. Hey, shh. The stepmom of her. I don't know. Shh. You're getting annoying. Stop barking at the dog. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Okay, I don't even want to read about Hobby, but he has some church thing going on. And yeah, so as you can just see, like when my computer decides to share with you guys, which it doesn't want to right now, there are a lot of articles on Teen Mom right now, a lot of tea. I don't cover all of that stuff. I just don't have the time. But I was a little surprised about the ratings. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, everything. I'm back. Kids always needs me as soon as I get on to watch. No, you got it. You're good. It's one of those weird hours. It's like 11 p.m. East Coast, kind of like bedtime for children on the West Coast. So I feel ya. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. Hit the like button. I'm going to probably get going. We're going at 35 minutes. So that's about long enough for a recap. And I appreciate everyone for chatting. Thank you, Tara. Everyone, DM me and hit me up. I, again, have my phone, my banner for my contact information. And I will be back tomorrow with a live chat, open chat stream where we will be inviting guests and talking about, of course, the drama, the tea. And yeah, we're finally going there. So sneak peek tomorrow, or was today on British channel. Check it out. We'll be back tomorrow on my channel. Have a great night, guys. Bye.